And it just seems like a pair of absolute weapons-grade narcissists.
What he's alleging is true. She sounds like an absolute nightmare.
This woman, this mad hatter who no sane man would go near with a 10-foot barge pole, it is so offensive and so ridiculous.
Piers Morgan didn't mince words. He flat out called out BlakeLively for crossing a line and branded her a career-consuming hypocrite. After her stunt with Justin Baldoni, he says she revealed her true colours, and they're far from flattering.
Tried to take over and hijack the movie, and when she didn't get her way, she brought her much richer, more successful and powerful husband in to lay down the law.
Now she's out here playing the victim card, but let's be honest, her acting chops aren't nearly strong enough.
Juries don't like liars. Trials are about credibility.
Speaking with genius good friends and their kitchen mixer the size of a car. This is what my happy place looks like. She plays like the Yoshi Super Mario World. Breaking news, Justin Baldoni just got a big win, meaning BlakeLively got a big loss.
Juries don't like liars. Trials are about credibility.
Number two, the SH has nothing to do with taking over the movie, even though she doesn't deny that she took over the movie. Of course, it'd be probably impossible to do that.
None of this was ever about making a good film. It was about power. It was about power. And now that power is backfiring. They try to play it out in the public. That didn't work. They don't want Justin playing it out in the public. The only way Blake and Ryan could salvage what's left of their reputation, which they don't even realize, I truly don't think they realize how
yeah, when you really went for it.
That's always awkward. You're like, hey, hi, nice to meet you. Can I grab your neck? Really hard?
But really hard?
It's not because I want to, because I feel like she would.
Remember we kept going like, you kept going.
Morgan started by dismantling the myth of Blake and Ryan, social media's beloved quirky couple. According to him, their image isn't just carefully curated, it's a full-on psychological operation. Forget authentic couple goals. He called their relationship a PR hallucination. All illusion, zero substance.
Baldoni, by the sounds of things, got completely shafted in this one, so if all of this is true, he's 100% justified in suing her.
And the kicker? Piers dropped receipts. Every cheeky social media exchange, birthday roasts, playful trolling, those #couplegoals captions. None of it spontaneous. It's all ghostwritten. Yep. Those viral forgot my name posts. Scripted by comedy writers hired to make them look effortlessly hilarious.
Because I can imagine how many people in the past have been victim to the kind of stunts that BlakeLively and her husband have pulled, now apparently in conjunction with Taylor Swift, who has oddly decided to distance herself from the couple, which is an interesting development. And she has the audacity to call her husband and Taylor Swift her dragons, and that Justin Baldoni and the producer tried to sexually harass.
Ryan Reynolds realizes he's too big to fail. He just crushes his enemies and drinks their blood. Oh, we got to talk about this.
Which they don't even realize. I truly don't think they realize how reviled they are. I don't think they realize they're losing.
This isn't quirky relationship banter. It's a PR campaign with deadlines and rewrites. Piers even quoted a former insider, "You can't even mention what cereal they eat without legal clearance." That's how deeply micromanaged their brand really is. Breakfast choices, under legal lock and key.
If they did something that no litigious celebrity has ever done, which is come out and be like, we made a mistake. Suing someone is a nightmare. It's stressful. It's expensive. It's a life ruiner. And you know what, dude? Even if we're right, it's not worth it.
Once upon a time, Morgan actually felt bad for Blake in the Baldoni situation. That was before he read the messages, all of them. Now, he's calling Blake and Ryan weapons-grade manipulators. Not just shade. He launched a full media warhead.
Vile they are.
They're mad at Justin for releasing the full context of those texts. It makes
And
no
the worst
sense
part of all of this
is okay, and like proudly displaying us, we're women, so we can just lie and cheat and steal our way into control these big movies. I mean, how disturbing is this to you?
None of it was just due to the fact that she seems like a rather shitty person.
The worst part of all of this, she decided to promote a film about domestic violence by flogging her alcohol brand, even though we know that most domestic violence cases are involved drinking by the part of the abuser. And she got her husband's PR company that wasn't signed off by Sony to take over the promotion of the film.
Lively dropped a lawsuit with all his texts, cherry-picked those texts, removed emojis and like intent And backstory to these texts.
Deleted, literally outright deleted certain sections of the text.
Yes.
If they find that she just was dishonest and lied on one single point of evidence in this case, in her testimony, the jury instruction says that they are allowed to discount her entire testimony.
If even only half of what he's saying is true, Blake Lively is a complete nightmare.
Let's be real. If Piers Morgan is saying you out-manipulated a reality show villain, it's over. These weren't offhand comments or PR team chatter. This was Blake and Ryan themselves, directing every detail of their image like Studio XX. And when the illusion cracked, she panic-walked into a Connecticut donut shop like she was filming a Hallmark Christmas special, hoping to rebrand chaos as cozy charm. No hairnet, no gloves, just staged wholesomeness and a sprinkle of desperation.
It seems insurmountable. It seems like this case cannot be settled.
And while that might seem cute to some, it's not when your brand revolves around image control. Multiple complaints hit the Wilton Health Department, and for good reason. Hair in the pastries is a literal health code violation. The FDA is clear. Hair restraints are mandatory. But Blake. She went full relatable celeb cosplay and dragged a local shop into a PR mess. All for a photo op.
Her testimony won't even count. And that is that's a harsh reality, because if the jury chooses not to listen to anything she has to say, she's the best witness in this case.
And it just seems like a pair of absolute weapons-grade narcissists. It's the more, I think, stain on all your gruesome houses. The publicists involved, the actors involved, everybody involved seems to be absolutely horrible.
She actually surprised people just at a random bakery. When she went behind the counter at a Connecticut donut shop, she was really in a happy mood. The actress made a stop at the pastry stop on March 30th amidst her ongoing battle. Now, it's just really weird about this.
The fallout. Instant karma. Yelp got bombarded with bad reviews. So many, they had to pause the page. Not a fan mob, not haters. Just public health watchdogs pointing out the obvious. Blake's team tried spinning it as a retaliation campaign, claiming the complaints came from people who'd never been there. Sure, blame the locals for noticing your stunt violated food.
Blake Lively is getting desperate in new legal filings along with her hair care line.
This wasn't about supporting small business, it was about creating a distraction from her legal troubles. A sugary smokescreen. Too bad it exploded, like her overpriced Betty Buzz fiasco. She served up sweetness but got deep fried by health inspectors instead.
Because I don't trust you, Blake. I do not trust you. You have lied too much. You have fudged truths. You are trying to hide so much information that you are like your character in a simple favor, and I can't unsee it.
And let's not forget the Henry Golding incident. Back in 2018, during press for a simple favor, Blake casually admitted to improvising a scene where she grabbed Henry's private parts. No warning, just
He was trying to take charge of a situation. You could put the period there. She was not uncomfortable.
You could view it with either lens, I think.
She literally laughed about groping her co-star. And the director. Instead of shutting it down, he encouraged her to go harder. Not a great look.
Now Blake Lively confessing to grabbing her co-star's nuts because she felt like that's just what her character would do.
Wait, so am I blaming my husband for saying something like her?
One of my favorite additions that you came up with.
Now fast forward to her lawsuit against Justin Baldoni for improvising scenes she didn't sign off on. So when Blake goes off script, it's method acting. When someone else does it, call the lawyers. That's not just hypocritical, it's Olympic-level mental gymnastics.
You kept going. You do it harder.
Yeah, and that was my tip of the hat to baby Jane Hudson.
Yes. Oh.
Spinning on the beach at the end.
Oh, it's so great.
Henry Golding handled the situation with grace. He gave vague, polite responses. But anyone watching that scene can tell, he was caught off guard. The grin on her face, the discomfort in his, it wasn't playful. It was about dominance, control, and knowing she could get away with it.
Blake Lively was spotted this weekend in her happy place, which apparently is also when she grabs her co-stars without permission.
So let's tally it up. Piers blew the lid off Blake and Ryan's fake marriage narrative. Blake tanked a donut shop's reputation trying to look humble. And now she's suing someone for doing exactly what she once boasted about on camera. The irony is thick, and it smells like stale icing.